Okay, so I guess we can start now, and those who will be joining in, they will keep joining in. Once again, welcome you all, and thanks for joining in. We can start the session now. I have started the recording. Hope you guys can hear me well, and the screen is visible. If you guys have any question in between, you can just type here in the chat section. I will be keep looking at the chat as well as like if I miss to look at the chat, then you guys can just unmute yourself and then you can speak. But make sure you guys keep yourself on mute during the session. Cool. Can someone please just give me a thumbs up here if you guys can see my screen and hear me well so that I don't miss anything. Okay, all good. Thank you. Thank you, Sweta, Pallavi. Thank you. Cool. Okay, so first thing, like the agenda of this session is mostly regarding is something like you guys do lots of software testing, and we used to think like whatever we are doing in a right way. So as a creator, I used to do like figure out the problems in normal ways what you guys are doing, and then trying to create the solution for them, and that's what I'm doing here. And the similar way we will discuss today your day-to-day problems which you don't think like those are problems. So I will try to make you guys understand, oh, this is a problem the way you are doing it, and then what is the solution for them. So we will see that, and whatever solutions and anything you will be learning here, that all is going to be very, very fruitful, which you will be able to utilize immediately and directly in your day-to-day work. There will not be any ideal gyan. I will not be giving any kind of ideal gyan like you do this and that, and then you will be become hero or CEO of some companies. I will be giving just a normal problem and their solution. Okay. So like today, what's happening in the testing industry? How do you guys get to know like what's happening in testing industry? Or let's say there are like thousands of videos, tutorial comes, and every day like lots of blogs you used to be written for you guys. So how do you guys get all these latest updates related to software testing? Anybody would like to answer? You guys can type here in the chat or you can just unmute and speak. I want this session to be like more interactive so you guys can let me know. Like you open LinkedIn to get the updates. You might be looking at the Medium because lots of blogs every day being written by thousands of creators, hundreds of creators used to write on testing. And then there are like different forums and website like Lambda Test used to add lots of blogs for testers. And then there are different people. And on, of course, like these days, YouTube is the best platform, or you can say one of the best platform where lots of tutorials are being created related to software testing every day by multiple or many of the amazing content creators, tutorial creators like Naveen Automation Labs, Mukesh Otwani, and many more people, everyone out there. So lots of blogs and tutorials are being created there. But it is very, very difficult for us to keep a track of each and everything. So let me just look at the answers what you guys gave. Testing daily app. Yes. So one of the solution is like testing daily app. Here we have this. And you see like YouTube and any other platform like YouTube is there, but every day on YouTube you see that hundreds of videos are being created related to software testing or Selenium or anything. But it is very, very difficult for all of us that we can follow we can subscribe to those hundreds of YouTube channels. Hardly you guys might have subscribed very few channels, and you cannot just keep a track of all of them, right? So it becomes very difficult to follow all these YouTube channels as well as at the same time. It is also like YouTube is very much distracting platform. You will open YouTube to watch one video, and trust me, you will watch like another 10 more videos on like music or something, and learning will be there for 5 minutes, and you will be end up wasting 1 hour or 2 hours of time like that. Do you guys agree on that? Like whenever you open YouTube, you waste a lot of time just because that's a distraction. So, so for that reason, we have here this testing daily. Somebody, I guess, not on mute. Just a second, guys. Okay. So you see that there is like lots of platform, like hundreds and thousands of platform from where you can get the like updates, but it is difficult to open each and every platforms like Medium, any testing related website, company website like Tricentis is there, Lambda Test, Apply Tools. Many websites are there. Those used to create a lot of content for testers, but it is difficult for us. So for that reason, to resolve this problem, we created this testing daily. Many of you already know this, but I really wanted to not just like what you have seen. I also wanted to show something new, what's coming in testing daily as well. And so this testing daily, what this used to do, it used to give you the feed of like feed from all the platforms, like thousands of resources are there, hundreds of websites, hundreds of YouTube channel, Medium authors, anybody, if they create content related to software testing, immediately that will appear here in testing daily and you will get the update. And the best thing about testing daily is that you will get the update, you will be served with the knowledge without putting a single effort. You will be surprised like how. So you see that how many of you have used Edge browser? So basically what I wanted to show here, in Edge browser, whenever you see open a new tab to open a website, you see that I'm trying to open a website here, but you see some feed is coming here, which is absolutely useless for me as a software tester. This feed is not at all useful for me, for my career, for as in like software tester. This is just useless feed. But in place of this feed, if some feed related to my career, related to my job start coming here in, that will be very fruitful for me, right? So the sim with the similar idea, you see whenever you will open a Chrome tab, new tab here in Chrome browser, some feed is coming here. And now if I want to open a website, I can open a website, but you see that something will come in my eyes and it will help me to keep myself updated, like what's first AI code test or something like that. There is something choosing between manual versus automation, automated UI testing. So some or other feed is coming here. If I wanted to open a website, I can open a website here. That's simple. But whenever I want to open a website, I will open a new tab, right? And you see that without doing anything extra, this feed is coming in my eyes, and I'm getting to know that what's happening in the industry, what new blogs, what new article came on this April month. And every time you open a new tab, you see some different feed is coming, which is adding some knowledge in my like head. This will be helpful. And you see that am I doing anything extra? I'm not doing anything extra. To open a website, if I have to open twitter.com here, I will have to open new tab, right? So I can type here twitter.com. Meanwhile, I'm typing here. I can see some feed is here. Some knowledgeable content is here for me. So this will helpful for my career and it will serve the feed and it will like add some knowledge for me. So this is how this testing daily app will help you, and it is right now showing you the feed from thousands of resources, hundreds of YouTube creators, Medium authors, and a lot more people. You can see here under customize, you can see from which all platforms the feed is coming. So you can see that like Medium, there are hundreds of authors we have already, like this feed is being picked. YouTube, like more than 150 YouTube channels has been added, from where like if all those YouTube creators, all those software testing creators are creating any content related to software testing, that immediately will appear here. Similarly, like from Reddit, Lambda Test, Blogspot, if anybody is writing any blog on Blogspot, WordPress websites, so all those, like if any new blog comes on Selenium, official Selenium forum or Cypress, that immediately will come here, which will add knowledge and help you guys. So this is how this testing daily helps you guys to add the knowledge and like serve you the latest updates without you guys doing anything extra. And how do you guys get this testing daily? So this is a browser plugin which you will have to add. So here, so you see that on SelectorsHub website, if you click on this testing daily, so this will open this page, and here you will find, and this is available for all the browsers. So you can add it from here. Let me just paste the URL here. So if you guys don't have it, you can add it. I will take a pause for a second. You guys can just open if you don't have added it, or you can add this. Next thing is like you see that now there should be a question like what if you guys on the go, like you are let's say you stuck in traffic and you are somewhere out and you have some time, and lots of time we used to waste in like these days in toilet as well. We used to take a mobile and keep on scrolling social media. So you see that like we all are very much updated with what's happening in these real industry or Bollywood, you say, or anything like out there in politics or anything. We will be very much updated if any reel is going viral. We for sure 100% sure we will be knowing. But if anything is going viral on soft related to software testing, we are not updated about that. So you see that if you are stuck somewhere in traffic, you have like just 2 minutes of time. In that case, this testing, we also have this testing daily mobile app, which will help you guys to keep you updated with all the latest thing. So if you don't want to waste your time, then you can install this testing daily app on your mobile phone, and you see that it will help you to get all this feed. Like this will be something like this kind of mobile app. I'm just showing here. So let me just kill this. Open. So whenever you will open this testing daily mobile app, it will give you all the latest feed out there, any new blogs or articles. So you can see that here on 30th April, like this YouTube video came, this WordPress blog came, these videos came on YouTube from different creators. So this will help you guys to keep yourself updated with all the latest things happening in industry. And you see that hardly you just open the app once and just spend like one minute or 5 minutes of time, and this it will keep you like updated with all the things happening in software industry. And this will be very helpful for your career and knowledge as well. This is the QR code to install the mobile app. I will pause for a minute here. You guys can just, those who don't have the mobile app, we also used to send the like mobile notifications as well. Whenever there is a new blog or any new event, anything is happening in industry, we used to, you will also get this notification as well. So you guys can scan this QR code and install on your phone. It is available for Android and iPhone both. I'm just waiting for you guys. You can just scan this and install this if you don't have. Meanwhile, if you guys have any question, you can put in the chat section. I will take those questions. And I will also show you guys what's new thing is coming. Okay, have you guys installed it? Okay, great. So there's a question. Do we have to pay for this? No, no, this is absolutely free app. So whatever I will be showing you today, I will present and show you guys. Everything is absolutely free. Nothing is paid. Is there any option to customize those 150 YouTube channel inside YouTube? Hidden while screen sharing. Show my private messages. Uh, Okay. So, no, right now you cannot we don't have option to customize the YouTube channel, but you can customize like a platform. Like let's say you don't want the feed from YouTube, that you can customize. But right now we are not giving the option to customize inside YouTube, right? So like let's say under YouTube we have it is fetching the feed from hundreds of YouTube channels. So that we are not giving the option right now. Maybe in future we will add that. That feature is not there, but you can customize the platform. Okay, all installed. Okay, sir, do resume for fresher will helpful. Sure, we will add this in future, like resume. Any other suggestion, any other feedback? Also, like if you guys have any feedback, any suggestion, feel free to coming in. Also, you can see that here in mobile app as well as in the browser, in the extensions as well, you have this suggestion option. So you guys can add the suggestion. Most of these features, what you are seeing here, are suggested by you guys only. You can see that 49 tickets, features or tickets has been already closed. It are in progress. So you guys are suggesting these, all the tools and everything are like community driven. So we are adding all these features suggested by you guys. Okay, now let me move on here and let me show you guys what next we have it here. Or okay, so you see that today, how do you guys get to know? Okay, here you see that we have first, like we have in this testing daily, you are getting to know what blogs, what articles, or what YouTube videos came. But still, one major thing is missing, that how do you guys get to know what events, what conferences, what meetups, what webinars are going to happen, right? So you might be following some people on LinkedIn, some people here, like personally or on Instagram or any, like randomly we used to get to know how do you guys get to know about this bootcamp? Some might have got notification from Testing Daily, some of you might be following me on different platforms. But there are like many people, those who are not even knowing about this, that this free bootcamp is happening. Similarly, like every week, every Saturday, there are hundreds of webinars, meetup, conferences happening related to software testing, and lots of knowledge sharing is happening. Lots of jobs are being shared on these like platforms in those meetups. So how do we guys get to know about these meetups and conferences all at one place? Do you guys, anyone knows like any platform from where you get to know that what all conferences or meetups are happening in 2024 for software testing? So how do you guys, anyone, any guesses, like how do you guys get to know? Or it's just a random, like you guys don't have any place from where you will get to know? Random, okay. Any other thought? LinkedIn, randomly testing daily web page feed. Okay. So now we have solved this problem. This is absolutely new, guys. Nobody knows about this. So you see that here, now in testing daily, this is not yet released, this feature. We'll release this soon. Now you see that here in testing daily, you will start getting this events button here. If you click on this, you will get to know all the upcoming events related to software testing. So now you will be seeing that here on which date and time this event is going to come, like world's leading conference, software testing and quality, May 3rd, what time it is happening, all those details you will be getting here, and directly you will be getting the registration link or that page link. So you will be getting all the events listed here, which will be very, very helpful for you guys because you all have this testing daily, and you will get to know all the events which are going to happen. And any past event that will not show here, any future event which is going to come, which is going to happen in future, that all events you will be getting here. So going forward, you are not going to miss any event or any update related to any software testing event, which will be very, very helpful. Like if it is an in-person conference or online webinar or offline meetup, everything you guys will get it here. So you will just like keep on scrolling, you will be keep seeing here that when and what event is going to happen. And if you find anything missing or you guys are hosting any meetup or event, that you can list here. You can list your event as well. So you will be getting that option as well. So this is the upcoming feature which you guys will see in testing daily soon. We will release this. Just wanted to show you guys that what next is coming in testing daily. So this is going to be very, very helpful for all of you, that you will not miss any event detail or anything which is going to happen for testers. This feature will also be coming in mobile app as well, so don't worry about that. It will be available on extension and mobile both. And there's a question like, is it going to be for India? No, no, this is going to be for all. This option is not right now available. I'm showing you guys this as in like upcoming feature. So yeah, whenever you will join this bootcamp, SelectorsHub bootcamp, you will always get some or other new features and new feedback, new things what coming in. That's the advantage to have a webinar with the creator. Thank you guys. Okay, because we have also added here this list your event, because there could be a chance that if any event is happening and we are not aware, or we are missing to add it here or listing here. So please do add this as well, because these are the this is a community driven tool or platform. So please do support, like whenever if you get to know any event which you don't find it here, and if you know that this is going to happen in some days, then please do list that here. You just submit it and we will approve, and then it will be listed here. We will have a proper event about this feature soon, and we will release this feature for all of you. Then we will discuss in detail about this, and there might be like few more updates as well, but in a better way we will show you guys this. Okay, so next thing, we'll talk about SelectorsHub. Now here I have a question for you guys. Is there anyone who don't use any XPath tool or selectors tool to write and verify XPath in selectors? So is there anyone like who don't use any XPath tool or selectors tool? How many of you don't use any XPath tool? You guys can just unmute, or you can just write in the chat section. If you guys will answer, it will be very helpful for me to like let you guys understand that what is there, why I'm asking these questions. Anyone? No one is there. We don't use in our company. Sweta is saying new to automation. Ram. Anyone like who don't use any XPath tool or selectors tool? Okay. Vikas is new. Ram is new. Okay. Let me show you this way. Okay, Aditi, I'm also fresher. Okay. Okay, no problem. Let me show you guys this way. So here, suppose uh, we are on this page, practice page on Selectors of website. We have this practice page. So suppose we have to write the XPath for this particular field, or we have to basically, let's say we have to get all the link on this page. So Many of you might be writing XPath here like this way in DevTools. How many of you write and verify XPath here in DevTools? Is there anyone who does this way? Yes. So most of the people does this way. Perfect. Now, here you see that double / a when we have typed here. So it is showing 1 of 97. And this is the XPath to like get all the links in a page. How many of you think that there are 97 links on this page? Like, is this correct value? Are there 97 links? This is very much asked question in any interview as well. So those who are fresher or anyone, please do listen carefully because in like almost 99%, 90% interviews, people used to ask this question, how many links are there on this page? Is this correct or not? Okay, so most of the people are saying yes. Now, now let me tell you guys that first thing, my first question was, is there anyone who is not using any XPath or selector tool? So the answer is no. There is no one who is not using XPath and selectors tool. Everybody is using XPath and selector tools. Now, when we are saying this, it doesn't mean like just the XPath plugin because you see that this is also a tool. Like here, if you are verifying your XPath or selector, this is also a tool. DevTools. In fact, this is the most used developer tool out there in the like software industry. Developer tool. This one. So this is also a tool. Now the question is where you are writing and verifying your XPath or selector. Is that giving you the right information? That is the important question. You see here it is showing 97. Are there 97 XPath match for this? No. Answer is no. There are not 97 link on this page. It is showing string match as well. You see /a. This is matching this one /a. It is not an anchor tag. It should match only a tag if it is matching the XPath. Why it is showing this match? Because this is string match here. In fact, if you delete it from here, you will see that you read this, what it is saying in DevTools, find by string, selector, or XPath. So when you write your XPath here, if it will match with the string, it will also show that as a matching count. So the very important thing is here is that we should be knowing which platform gives the right count match. Unfortunately or fortunately, it has never been taught to us that this is not the right platform to verify XPath or selector because it doesn't give you the right information about your XPath and selector. In fact, many of you might be generating or copying the XPath this way, like you right click and copy the XPath. Is there anyone who copy the XPath this way? I'm sure I'm sure pretty much everyone have once in a while copy the XPath from here in DevTools this way. Yes. So you see that here it doesn't give you always the correct XPath. Like if you copy this XPath from here, now if you paste this XPath here, you see that it is showing 0 of 0. It is not the right XPath. If you go to some other element, I I have created this page that way that I have covered all the scenarios so I can show you guys. Like for this element, if you copy the XPath here and paste it here. So this is the right XPath for this, but it is showing 0 of 0. Why? Okay, now let me explain you guys each and every point one by one. So we'll take a help of SelectorsHub here now. So I have already installed SelectorsHub. If you guys don't, those who don't have it, after once you install SelectorsHub, it will come here. like as a last tab, and then you can drag and drop as a first point. Okay. So first thing we will start with this only, this enter name here. So you see that we have copy, right click and copy the XPath from here. Now you see that this element XPath, if you paste here in SelectorsHub, it will let you know that this is invalid CSS selector. XPath doesn't support Shadow DOM, and it also letting you know that this element is inside Shadow DOM. This input element is inside Shadow DOM, which can't be accessed through XPath. So this will help you to get to know that what type of element it is, what it supports or what it doesn't support. So this also, now you guys, those who were new, like there are many freshers here, I just got to know. So you all got to know from the beginning itself that Shadow DOM doesn't support XPath. You will have to use CSS selector. And what is wrong, what is not wrong, that also you get to know. Now here another element which we were seeing here, I will also explain this more in detail when we will come to Shadow DOM topic here today. We were inspecting this element. Okay, so we right clicked and copy this element. Copy the XPath for this, for which it was showing 0 of 0. Right, you see 0 of 0. Now we will paste the same XPath here and hit enter. It will let you know that this is invalid XPath format, invalid SVG XPath format. Then what is the right format? Let's start typing here. This one is the right format. If you write this way, if you put cursor in the beginning, open parenthesis, hit enter, this is one element matching. Don't worry guys, I will be sharing the recording, so if you miss anything, because lots of things are there, I might not be able to cover each and everything. There are many things. So don't worry, you will get the recording, and tutorial is available for each and every feature. So you will get everything. Just try to focus on the concepts, what I'm telling you guys. So you see here, we need to understand that what is giving the right thing and how to learn about those elements. So this will help you guys. Now let's talk about the links thing. Like we were discussing initially, if we type here /A here, so it is showing 97, but if you type /A here and hit enter, it will show you that there are 83 matching elements. And what are those? It will also highlight here in the UI, and it will also show all the matching node here as well in SelectorsHub. So if I, for a second, if I turn off this, so you will be seeing all the 83 matching nodes here in SelectorsHub. Like by default, if this way view, if I go, so you will be seeing all those 83 here. So this way it gives you all the correct matching count and all the information about that element. Okay, so now we have seen two concepts basically. One is that there is no one who is not using XPath and selectors tool. Everybody use, many using DevTools, many using SelectorsHub, many using other XPath plugin, but everybody is using XPath tool. Now, which is the right platform, which is the correct platform? That's the important thing that you need to understand. Because in sometimes in interviews, people used to say like, don't use any XPath plugin, use DevTools. So you guys can also explain them that Dev, like when you verify XPath or selectors, even if you have written the correct XPath selector, it will not give you the right count. So that you can explain. Now, let me ask you one more question here. How do you guys become expert in any programming language or in any technology, like in any programming language, because we are in, like we all are software engineers here. So my question is, how do you guys become expert in any programming language? By reading about them, by doing the practice? Yes, practice, practice, practice. Absolutely correct. Now tell me, if you guys will be doing the practice on Notepad, like let's say you are writing code in place of writing code in IntelliJ or in any smart editor, suppose you are writing code in any notepad. In that case, will you become expert? Like let's say you have a notepad like this, and you started writing code in that. Like let's say you are writing here driver. Now you are writing find by element. How many of you remember the syntax of that driver dot find by element? What I need to type, I forgot. So you see, if you do the practice on with pen and paper, or you do it on notepad, will you become expert? You will learn the very basic thing, but it is very, very difficult that you will learn each and everything about the like you will learn basic thing, but you will not be able to learn very deep, or you might not become expert in that region. Let me explain that. When you write code in a smart editor, like here in IntelliJ, you see that when you like if you miss this semicolon, it will immediately highlight this red color, this bulb, that there's something missing. Insert semicolon, isn't it? But if you will write the code in Notepad, you might not be able to ever learn, like a fresher will never be able to learn this, that what is missing, why, like, unless he will not run the code, he might not be able to learn this concept. So, and nobody will teach you, nobody can't teach you as well in a like training or in a tutorial what basic things you might be missing. Like if you see that throws exception, sometimes if you don't add this, you might not be able to get this. So these kind of small things, like let's say every day this Selenium is getting updated. Okay. So under this WebDriver, there are many new methods every day are being added. You see that there are many methods. Nobody can teach you in any training or in any book, or you even you by yourself through practice, you can't learn about all these methods. If you're not typing here code, then you will never see all these methods. Hardly we used to get to know about driver.find element method, quit, get, but there could be many methods, and there are like every day new releases of Selenium, new features are coming, which you guys might not be aware that what all methods could be. So these smart editor helps us to become expert and learn, get to know like basically each and every API and technology or everything that what's there inside that. Agree. So these smart editor let us know that what all things are there in that particular API, and they help us to become expert in that. With a practice, normal things you will learn, because books are not going to get updated, YouTube videos are not going to get updated, training materials are not every day going to update it. Whenever there is an update in any Selenium or any framework like Playwright, Cypress, every day there are new releases or any tool. So these smart editors helps us to become expert, basically, long story short. Same thing is about XPath and selectors. So you see when you write XPath here, like let's say we inspect any element here, suppose we inspect this pro plans or anything like practice page we inspected here. If we start writing XPath here for this element practice page, you will write whatever you have in your mind, double forward slash A. We inspect this element, let's say practice page, you will write this double forward slash A here. Okay. Now, whatever methods you have learned, that only you will type double forward slash A, then open square bracket at the rate, something like this, right? And then attribute and attribute value. Do you guys agree? Or you will write text is equal to something like that. This text method is equal to that practice page, this one, and then one of one. Okay. So this way, when you write XPath here, so we have written this, but we have written what we know. How many of how many types of XPath can be written for this particular element? If you want to learn that, now start typing here. So you will see that like in a smart editor, it will start suggesting you. Like you see that now there's a dot method, contains normalize space. There are so many types of methods available in XPath, and these many types of XPath you can write just for one element. So depending on the situation, depending on the like requirement, you can use whichever method you want to choose. Yes, of course, like every method has its like own way, own features that you can learn, explore more about it. I have created all the tutorials each for each and everything so that you can learn. But you see that when you will type here, you will learn about these methods and concept. If you write CSS selector as well, then also you will see like different kinds of methods. These it is showing here like if you will select that what how many matching nodes it will be three. If it is CSS selector, then it will show CSS. If you are typing XPath, then it will showing XPath here. So this way you will get to know each and everything, and it will help you to learn these methods. How many of you are already aware about this dot, normalize space, starts with method, substring after? Are you guys aware about these methods? Have you ever heard about them? Great. Many of you have already heard. Good. Now you see that sometimes we don't talk about like we think that these XPath and selectors are just like XPath and selector. We need not to learn much about them. We don't give that much importance. But trust me, these are the backbone of your automation script. If you have written stable XPath and selectors in your script run for long and like it you will be able to do proper automation testing. If your XPath and selectors are not good, doesn't matter what DSA logic or whatever you have applied in your framework or what rocket science you have developed in your framework, doesn't matter if this selector is wrong, it is right here, it is going to fail. Your script itself will not execute anything, like it won't perform. So this part is very, very important. Remember, like if you are a very good in XPath and selectors, as good as you are in XPath and selectors, that much good you are in automation, web automation basically. Because this framework, this setup, it is just like one-time setup. You're never going to touch this part. It is always written over there. You can just, if you are creating a new file, you will be copy pasting this. But every time you will have to add this. For each and every line, you are adding this. This part, driver.find element by dot xpath or CSS selector, it is always constant. Dot click or send key is always constant. What is new in every line? This XPath and selectors. So this is where your expertise is required. XPath and selectors are like tires of a car. Like if doesn't matter whether you are driving Mercedes, Audi, or any Ferrari or something. If that doesn't have tires, doesn't matter what body or what they have, what engine they have put. So similarly, like if selectors are not good, your script will not execute. Like a car will not execute without its good tires. Okay. Now let's talk about more about the features. I hope you guys got the concepts. DOM, XPath, syntax, error, CSS selector. How you guys will learn about the DOM, because uh, like we all need to know that what all types of elements are there in the DOM and everything. So how you guys, because like I will not be available every time with you, your lead or manager, like these fresher students are there, those who want to come in the industry and they want to learn about these each and every element, let's say you want to learn. So who will help you? Like there could be a question in interview for a fresher. It will be very difficult to tell whether he can automate this element or not, or he can write XPath and CSS selector for this element or not. So if you select this, selector sub will tell you that this element is not interactable through Selenium automation as it is not visible in the UI. Try any nearby element. So you got to know this concept. Yes, many of us might be, means many of us for sure knowing that this is a comment, but someone who has never opened the dev tools or elements tab might not be knowing that this is a comment and XPath or selectors can't be written for this. These are tricky questions which are being asked in interview. People ask that write an XPath for this particular element. And if you have never heard or seen this, you won't be able to tell that XPath can't be written for this because this is a comment in the DOM. So here, this will help you to learn about these small things and help you to like what is possible, what is not possible, what kind of element it is, if it is a SVG element, if it is a shadow DOM, or if it is inside iframe, all those things. It will help you, and this will make you guys to learn about those concepts. And when you type start writing XPath or CSS selector, this will automatically help you to learn about those concepts. And now let me show you the basic features of SelectorsHub. So how it automatically, apart from writing your own XPath and selectors, it also generates the XPath and CSS selector, all types of selectors automatically. What you have to do, right click on inspect, and here open the SelectorsHub. So you see that here it automatically generated all possible XPath and selectors here. So ID, name, absolute XPath, tag name, and relative CSS selector, relative XPath, index-based XPath. So all this it has generated, and it is showing count here, like one matching count here, and the value here. Any value you want to copy, you can click on this copy icon or anywhere here to copy this value. The value got copied here in your clipboard. You can paste it in your script, or if you want to add it or change anything, just click on this value. This value will get pasted here. You can verify if you want to add any change here. You can do the changes in that, and then you can have it copy button here. Click on copy, value got copied. You can paste it in your script, and this is how you can use this. So here it will show all possible matching nodes for whichever element. Like for this element, what all selectors are possible, it will show. For this element, ID, class, everything is available, so it will show that as well. So this is how you can like generate XPath and selectors for any element here. Now okay, any questions so far, by the way? If you guys have any question, feel free to put in the chat section. We'll take a break, don't worry guys. In another 5-10 minutes we'll take a break. Let me just show you guys how you can save more time. So far we were talking about like conceptual things here. Now I will show you how you can save more time. Now you see that this XPath is here, right? So we can copy this value, go to our script, and like let's say we are writing this way, driver dot find element. Okay, just a second, let me write it here better. So driver dot find element by dot XPath, and then paste this value, right? And then I can type anything like dot click or whatever I want to. Now I want to enter the value here in password field. We can inspect this. We can copy this value and paste it here. Again, I will have to type this driver dot find element by dot XPath and paste this value here. And then I can type like send keys or whatever it is. I will type that. Okay. But have you guys observed that we are typing this command every time, like driver dot find element, which is consuming our time. So can't we get this complete command itself from SelectorsHub so that we will be able to save time? And of course, like whatever framework you are using, it should be given in that particular framework. So yes, we can get that complete command. Here you see that second icon, set driver command. Click on this, and whatever command, like let's say we are using driver.find element, you see that now we are getting this complete thing. Now I will not have to type, just click on copy button, come here, paste it here. Now you see that I can directly just add that whatever method, like whether you want to use send keys or click, that's up to you. So you just have to add that method, whatever action you want to perform on that. Rest SelectorsHub will give you. If you are using this add find by, then you select that, copy this, come here, like you are working with page object model like this, then you can just select this. And if any other framework also, you must be thinking that what if like we are using any other framework, that also you will get that. You can change and everything. The command is customizable, so you can do that. But you see that if I'm sure like many of you must be working with this kind of framework as well. So you can get this complete command, and it will be having this keyword as well for that XPath. So this also you can get. If you're working with Cypress or Playwright, everything you can get it here. Like those commands are there. And if you want to don't find your command here, you can add it as well. I have created a tutorial here also. Like you can see the like instruction how to change this command, so that all you get here. So this way you can save more time. You can just like get the complete command here. Did you guys were you guys aware about this feature? Oh, or you just got to know today? Great. Okay. So yeah, many people got to know today. Now, another good thing, let me show you guys that will be very, very time saving. This is just nothing. It's just a start. Like, uh, like suppose we have to write a locator page like this much big. Like let's say we have to write this much big, or like hundreds of commands could be there for hundreds of elements. Basically, you have to write a locator page for this. How much time you guys will take? Like for this page, if you have to write like for all these elements, header elements and these elements, how much time it will take for you guys? Like this much piece of code, if you have to write, how much time you will take? Like these many XPath selectors, if you have to do. Can anyone tell me like how much time it will take for you? 2, 3 minutes, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, half an hour? For sure, like minimum 5 minutes it will take for each one of us. One hour, yes. Of course, like more time it can take 15 30 minutes. Okay, what if I say we can do it in just like maximum 10 20 seconds? Let me show you guys how you can get that just in like 10 20 seconds. And trust me, whatever XPath and selectors of gives, you can rely on them. And sometimes even I can challenge that it will be giving better XPath than a human written XPath as well. So you can rely on that. There could be a situation, very, very rare situation where you might have to optimize, but otherwise it gives the best one. Okay, one more thing here. Before I show you that, I also want to show you one more feature here before that. You see here, if I have to use selector sub, every time I have to right click on inspect, and then open selector sub this way. So basically to open selector sub, I have to follow 3 4 steps. Also, if I have to use selector sub, let's say on this tab, again I have to right click on inspect and open selector sub. So whichever tab I want to use, I have to go there and open again, right click on inspect, and then open selector sub that way, which is a time taking thing. Can't we open it just in one click? So we can do that now. So you see here selector sub logo, just click on this and you will see that it will open like this. And now you go to any other tab, it will be having the access of that and you will not have to open it again. So it is right there. You can just close this tab tool thing, and whichever tab you go, the tool is open. You can just use selector sub inspector and inspect any element. You will be getting XPath and selectors, everything here. So this is much helpful. I'm not sure how many of you were aware about this, that you can open selectors up just by clicking on the logo, as well as through the keyboard shortcut also, Command Shift T, you can open this. Were you guys aware about this? That you can open selectors up just by clicking on the logo. Wow, so it will help many people. Okay. Okay, so it's simple. Like I'm just telling you guys that if you want to open selector sub, now you need not to do right click and click on inspect. So if in some situation you want to open, then you can open. Of course, that feature is there that you can open it here. But otherwise, it is recommended that you just click on the selector sub logo here. You will be having your complete website access, as well as selector sub is opened here. You can go to any tab. You will not have to open selector sub again. So you see any tab you go, selector sub is there. And if you want to inspect any element, just use selector sub inspector this way. And you see it is generating XPath and selectors. Simple. Okay. Now we'll talk about the locators page, how fast you can generate this locator page. Because one by one, copying one by one command, it's very difficult and time taking. So now let me show you. So suppose we want to generate for this for all these elements here, locator page. So you see that keep this command on here, like this one, let's say we want to generate this locator page thing. So keep this command on, click on this POM page, this one, and now inspect all the elements for which you want to generate the locator page. So select this, we want for this. So one by one, for which all elements you want, you just inspect them, and you will see that here it is command is getting generated. So you can just keep on inspecting. Hardly it will take 20-30 seconds, depends on how many elements you want to inspect or generate. So now you can see, simply copy this, go to your editor and paste the code. So you see that here it has, we have generated this much code, hardly 20 seconds. And of course, like when I'm explaining you guys, then it has taken this much time. Otherwise, it can go even faster. So this way you can generate the locator page very, very quickly. And you can, of course, change the command. Like if you are not using, you can use this. And then you can just like simply, it will update that this way. Did you find this useful and more time saver? Here you can see all types of selectors you will find. And this way it will be very, very helpful. If you're using Cypress, you can select the Cypress command. If you're working with Playwright, you can select the Playwright command, or any other framework, whatever. You can also edit this. Great. A keyboard shortcut is Command Shift T. Sorry, Command Shift S. Let me explain this as well. Keyboard shortcut. So if you guys like, you can also change the keyboard shortcut as well for this. So right click, I'm showing you guys the keyboard shortcut. Right click on the logo, manage extension, SelectorsHub. You see that keyboard shortcut. So here, this is Command Shift S. So if it doesn't work by default, you click on this and press here Command Shift S. And now you will see that, let me open this. If I press Command Shift S, it will open. I have also created a tutorial for this on SelectorsHub YouTube channel. So if you find it difficult, you can watch that there. Okay, Command Shift S on Mac and Control Shift S on Windows. Okay, once again, I will show you guys this code generation feature. You sorry, you have to click on the logo. Let us go to this page. Let's say there are more elements. You have to click on the selector sub. Simply click on logo. Here you have to, by default, it will be like this. You click on this code button. The code will open here. You can select whichever your framework type is. If you want to change, you can change the command as well. You can just follow these instructions here. So let's say we want to generate page object model, then click on this POM page button, and now you start inspecting the element one by one here. You just keep on inspecting and it will generate this. So this is how, and then once done, click on copy and you can paste it in your code. Simple. Okay. So this is how you can do that. Let me show you guys, even if you want to go even faster, you want to do more fast, you can like use the SelectorsHub Pro version. It's very, very cheap, guys, but still I will show you that here. Okay, I will show you that. I will have to log in. Before that, any questions so far in SelectorsHub free version, in this, generating the locator page, any question? Yes, this recording will be available on, I will upload this recording on SelectorsHub YouTube channel, so you all will get that. If you haven't subscribed to SelectorsHub YouTube channel, you guys can subscribe. I will upload that this recording there. Okay. Then any question? Okay. Ekta is asking, can we use SelectorsHub in real-time project? Yes, of course, like you guys can use SelectorsHub in real-time project as well. Like pretty much everywhere it is being used. So you see that it almost like more than 300K users using SelectorsHub out there. In fact, this is the under top 20 Chrome extension in the Chrome store. So yes, very popular and very helpful. Pretty much in every company, like you tell me the name of the company like Apple, Google, Microsoft, any startup as well, IBM, Infosys, TCS, everywhere it is being used. In the banks as well, it is being used. So you can see that it is being pretty much used everywhere and available for all the browsers. So yes, you can find like thousands of profile on LinkedIn as well, those who mention Selector Sub in as in like their skills. Also like now Selector Sub also appears in JD as well, like companies asking like if you know Selector Sub or not. So yes, pretty much everywhere it is being used. Okay, yeah. Sweta is saying yeah, they started using it. Great. It is being used in more than 180 countries. Okay. Any other questions, guys? If you have any other question, then please feel free to ask. Let me also show you guys that how you can use the pro version to save even more time for the time. So if you suppose you have the pro version, you just have to click on this same way, click on the code here and page form page. And in the pro version, you will not have to select this inspector again and again. In one go, you select this and just keep on clicking on all the elements which you want to inspect and generate the locator page. You see that not even just 10 seconds it will take for me to generate the complete locator page. You see this much piece of code I have generated just in few seconds. I can go to my code and paste it there. This much piece of code I have generated just in few seconds. Hardly 10 seconds it has taken. So this way you can like use pro version as well. Anyways, we will focus more on free version. So we have seen then how much time it will take to write a locator page. Then Shadow DOM, iframe, SVG. It is trust me guys, if you are new to Shadow DOM, iframe things, it might take hours of time to handle such kind of element. But with the help of SelectorsHub, it has made a lot easier as well as for learning and the like coding. So you just select this inspector, hover on the element. Without you inspect the element, it will let you know first thing that this element is inside Shadow DOM. And if you inspect this, it will give you the complete script here, which you just simply copy and use it in your code and it will immediately run. And trust me, those who were doing without Selector Sub or earlier when people were not aware, it used to take hours of time to identify that if this element is inside Shadow DOM and how to automate that. It was a big challenge. If any element is inside multiple Shadow DOM, it will also tell you how many Shadow DOM, like it is telling you that two nested Shadow DOMs are there and complete a script, everything it gives. If any element is SVG element, it will let you know. Just inspect that element. It will tell you that this is SVG element. It doesn't support a standard XPath, so that you will get to know. Iframes. If any element is inside iframe, it will tell you that that element is inside iframe, how many iframes are there, what are the XPath of those iframes. You just inspect the element, that's all. You see that it is telling you the iframe XPath and the XPath for that particular element. If you guys ever find any difficulty to automate any kind of iframe or shadow DOM, like more complex scenario, if I talk about like let's say iframe inside shadow DOM inside multiple iframe, 10, 15 iframes are there, then how to handle those? I have created tutorials and demo for them. You guys can watch them and you will never face the challenge to handle any kind of scenario, any kind of web automation scenarios. All those tutorials are available on SelectorsHub YouTube channel. You see that here it like this element is inside three nested iframe. So it gives you the iframe XPath 1, then frame 2, then frame 3, and then XPath for that element. how you will automate this scenario. First, you switch inside this iframe, then switch inside this iframe, then switch inside this, and then perform the action on this element. So this way, it becomes very easy. And I challenge you guys, like without selector sub, if you try to automate this element, like just try to enter in any value on this element, it will take minimum 1 hour for you guys. And yes, you guys, if you are learning automation, anyone is learning automation or exploring web automation, try to automate this page on SelectorsHub website, this practice page. If you can automate this page, each and every field on this page, then I can guarantee that you are very, very good in automation, web automation. You can handle any scenario and crack any interview of web automation. If you can automate this page, it has all the like very rare scenarios and all the complex scenario on this page. It might look very simple, but trust me, just to write XPath for this particular element, it might take a lot of time for you. Okay, another scenario. What if like your UI change? This is a very, very much asked question that whenever there is a UI change happen, we web automation testers or developers used to get panic that all the XPath or selectors will change, our script will start breaking. Do you guys agree? Yes, Ganesh, it supports POM with by class as well. Can you show about SVG? You just have to, Ekta, you just have to inspect the element and it will automatically tell you SVG and everything. So no need to do. Okay. Now you see that whenever there is a UI change happen, our XPath and selectors start breaking and we start getting panic. Oh my God, our script will start breaking. Now we'll have to write it again. And that's what happened, that we used to drop that script and we start writing new script because nobody wants to go back to the script and copy these XPath one by one and verify whether this XPath is still working or not. Like let me just change few of these XPath which will start breaking. Now you see that some of the XPath randomly will start breaking. Okay, so how you guys, because suppose UI got changed and these XPaths are breaking and there are hundreds of XPath written in this script. Nobody dare to copy XPath one by one, go back to the page and verify like this. People will generally like, okay, this XPath is working, then you will copy this XPath, then paste it here. It is showing zero element. You have to fix this XPath. So likewise, you don't know how many XPath out of these got changed. So is there a way that if I paste this complete script and it let me know that which all XPath got changed? So yes, in SelectorsHub, it is possible with the help of XPath healing feature of SelectorsHub. You can verify all the XPath from your script. You just have to paste your script. You need not to even like just copy the XPath or something like that. You just paste your complete shit there in SelectorsHub. It will automatically find out, fetch all the XPath from your script and verify. How? Go to that page, open SelectorsHub. There's an XPath healing feature here. You see? Click on this. Click on this edit button here. It will open this pop-up. Paste your XPath here. And here you have to change this command. The all the instructions are already there, so don't worry about that. And I will just copy this, paste it here. Wherever XPath is written in this command, change this to XPath value. Don't worry about this all, that how you will change and everything. Everything selectors will tell you guys automatically, and it will be just one time task for you to changing this command and all. And now you just click on submit. You see that all the XPath has been fetched from the script and it is letting me know that which all XPath has been changed. So this, you remember I changed it knowingly, and you see it is just telling me that these 4 XPath got changed. I can now quickly fix them happily. Like my UI got changed out of, like, let's say I have written so many test cases and I want to know which all got changed. So because whenever UI change happen, not all the XPath and selectors used to change. There are few only got changed, which you can now verify very quickly. So this way you can verify complete script just in one go, and you will be able to verify everything. So here it will verify all the XPath in one go. You just paste your complete script. Doesn't, you need not to remove anything. Paste everything, just set the command and it will verify. So in free version, we have this XPath healing feature where it will verify all the XPath. In pro version, we have selectors healing feature where it will verify, where you can verify everything like XPath, CSS selector, ID, name. It will fetch everything and it will show you the result, which all got changed. Okay. Then I will just quickly show you guys that you can also inspect dynamic invisible drop-down elements with the help of SelectorsHub. So if you have some situations where your elements are dynamic like this, let's say I search for iPhone here. If I want to inspect this element, you right click and this immediately get disappears. So how to inspect such kind of dynamic element? And there are like bubble loaders as well, like these kind of bubble loaders, which you might have seen in some pages, like this bubble loader. How to inspect this? Because this got disappear. So if you want to inspect such dynamic elements, you can take a help of SelectorsHub debugger feature. You have this, here you have this. Just click on this debugger button here, and within 5 seconds, make that element visible here. You will see that in 5 seconds it will pause this, and now you see you can just like inspect this element, any of these, and you will see the DOM here. So this way you will be able to see and pause these elements, and you will be able to inspect such dynamic elements as well with the help of Slack. So if you want to inspect bubble loader, you can also do that. You can watch that. If I will go each and every feature in detail, that will take a lot of time. So here in under customize, you can change the time, and lots of things are there under customize, so that you can do. Now, one more feature before I move on to the next thing. Suppose you want to generate XPath with respect to other element, because generally when you write the automation script in real time, we used to generate the XPath or write XPath related to other element, right? Like we want to write XPath for this enter email with respect to user email, or you want to write XPath, let's say for resources with respect to products, which lot many times we need that, right? So this you can do automatically in SelectorsHub. Here you see that access XPath button. Click on this. First, it is asking you to inspect parent. Select this inspector. Let's say we want to generate for enter email with respect to user email. So first you inspect that element with respect to which you want to generate, and then you inspect the element for which you want to generate. So here you see that it has generated XPath for enter email field with respect to user email. This is something like it will use the concept of axis, like following siblings, ancestor, and all. So you can automatically generate. Like let's say you want to generate for courses with respect to products. First inspect products, then inspect courses. And here you go. So this also can be done automatically. Again, I'm repeating, don't worry about all this that I'm doing it so quickly. You see, with every feature, there's a tutorial in SelectorsHub. So you don't have to worry. You can always watch the tutorial. Okay. I hope you got this, Ekta. You all can get the free access of Pro version. Uh, I will share the link as well. I'm sure like you guys must have got the in the invite, and while you were doing that, if you guys want the free access of Pro version of SelectorsHub, just go to here on blocks and how to get free access of this SelectorsHub Pro and testcasestudio Pro. I will just share the link here so you guys can register and get this. Okay, now okay, first thing a tester does when there's a bug in production, I guess we can take a, if you guys are okay, we can take a 5 minute break and then we can start. Sure. Let's take a 5 minute break and then we'll resume from here. Okay, thanks guys for 5 minutes. 9:21 it is. We will start at 9:26. Hi guys, hope everyone is back now. We can resume. Please let us know if you all are back. Shall we start now? Okay, cool. Thank you. Okay, next thing is, what is that first thing we tester does whenever there's a bug in production? Anyone? We used to say this is your fault. It's not our fault. Like blaming each other, like developer, testers, right? Record or proof, filing bug, doing POC and all. That's the second thing. Very first thing, I'm sure like you all will agree that we try to save ourselves that this shouldn't be our fault. This is not our fault. Okay, so that's the jokes apart. And reason why we always have to do this because we don't have the proof that we have covered this scenario or we have done this testing. Because suppose there's a page, uh, suppose there's a page like login page or something. We do cover a lot of scenarios. We do a lot of testing for that particular field. Like you might have test this particular password field, company field, and this mobile number field by entering lots of values, different combinations and all. But we cannot write and record everything. So because due to lack of documentation, we have to suffer this problem, right? Then there are many other problems which are the testers' daily problems, like steps to reproduce the bug. Like for an example, suppose we are on this page here, or let's say we go to Flipkart. Let me open this an e-commerce website here. Suppose here we are on this website and we search something like let's say iPhone. Then we click on this iPhone 14. Here we right click on pricing. Then we click on buy with exchange. Click on this cross. Then we scroll down. Then we click on view details. Then we cross. Then we try to click on buy now. Then again we go back to Flipkart page. So lots of things we have done. Now suppose there's a bug in this page or at this stage. Does any one of you can tell us or remember all the steps where we click, where we right clicks, what we selected or what we did? Anyone? I mean, practically it is not possible for anyone to tell i- on like which all steps we have performed, where all we click, right click, what all things were there, right? And which is very much obvious. So generally what we do, we start thinking back in our mind that what all actions we have performed and where all we have clicked. So generally what will happen, we start typing here that, okay, this is what we might have done, that we search for this, then we click on this. So this is what we start doing, that we start thinking again and we try to reproduce the issue, right? And wherever the bug is, how do you guys take the screenshot? Like if you have to file a bug for any particular thing, that there's a bug here. So we take the screenshot like this, then we highlight the field like this. You guys can agree or disagree that yes, you do this way or not. Then you save this and then you share this screenshot with your developer. And to reproduce the issue, like when you have to file a bug in Jira or any test management tool, whichever you are using, test trail or anything, there you write a steps like this, that first go to this website or open URL this, then click here, do this, that, etc. etc. You write the steps like this. Do you guys agree with this way? that whenever you have to reproduce the issue, you start thinking back in your mind that what were the steps. Then you take the screenshot, highlight the field, then you add the like write the steps like this to share it with your developer that this is how he can reproduce the issue. Agree? Now, what if I say that you can get all these steps automatically? You can get that screenshot with the highlighted field automatically, and like you can also save this as in like documentation for your reference that you have done this testing as well. This all is possible automatically. You will not have to like remember all the steps, or there could be in some situation there could be like corner cases as well which can't be reproduced. So here you see that we have this test case studio which I have knowingly already opened before starting the testing on Flipkart. So you see that it has recorded all the steps, like open website this flipkart.com, enter iPhone into this, then press enter, then click on Apple iPhone 14, then right click on this pricing, then we scroll down if you remember, then we click on buy with exchange, then click on are you sure you want that cross icon, we click twice. Remember you guys, click on view details. Each and every step has been recorded here. I can simply copy this, paste it to my test management tool or developer that these are the steps which you need to follow to reproduce the issue. And then you have all the screenshots here with the highlighted field, which you can share it with your developer that these are the screenshot. Like whichever screenshot you need, you can just simply share it with, like let's say this is the screenshot where issue was. You can simply right click, copy image or save image and share it with your developer. So this is how you will get all the steps, all the screenshot automatically, and you see that every screenshot has name here, whatever was the step. So this will help you guys a lot to reproduce the issue or to file a bug or to report a bug, or you can suppose this there was a no bug and you have done this much testing, you can simply download this test case, and whenever there's a production bug you can always show it to your manager that I have done this testing and here are the screenshot, here are the steps, they were working absolutely fine. If you miss any like suppose now more features what it has, suppose you have to add any step in between, you can add a step in between. Suppose you want to add a sleep time, wait time something, wait for 5 seconds here, that you can add any step. If you want to delete any step, that you can delete from here if any step by mistake got recorded. So that all things you can do. Suppose you don't want to record a screenshot, you can turn it off. Here it also generate XPath and cssSelector. So if you want to automate this test case, you also get the XPath and cssSelector. Another great feature, whenever you will file a bug, developer will always ask what was the browser, were you testing on Chrome or Firefox? If you're doing on Chrome, they will definitely ask, they will ask all these questions to make sure that this bug is not a bug. So they will ask this question, what was the browser, what was the browser version, and you will have to like look all these things here this way that okay, this was the version. Then whether you were testing it on Mac or Windows or Ubuntu. So all these questions they will ask, what was the resolution of the window? So that all things you will get automatically here in Test Case Studio. So you see that it used to give you Mac, like what is my Mac version, what is my browser version, what is the resolution, what is the time when I was doing this testing. So you get everything here. When you will download this, all these things will come there. Then you can customize and lots of things you can do. You can also change the language, you can customize the command. So lots of things you can do here in Test Case Studio. You can also record the screen, like let's say you want to record the screen, you can also do that. Like click on record screen, you can select any particular tab or windows or entire screen. You can just click on share. Now screen is getting recorded. So whatever we are doing, everything is getting recorded there as well. Once you are done, you can like click on stop sharing, and that recording is available here. You can watch it, or if you want to download or delete that, everything you can do. So this is Test Case Studio, guys, which will be very helpful for you guys to automatically generate the manual test cases, or the steps or the bug screenshot, everything. It has many more features. You can record in any language. Like let's say you are doing any website testing which is in local language like Germany, French, then you can record these sentences in that local language. Go to customize, you can change these sentences. Tutorial is, again I will say, tutorial is available in channel, so that you can watch how you can generate in different language. So that all things are there. In Pro version, we have more features, like you can customize the complete command, you have more formats to download, you get the network logs, you can record multiple test cases, you can record a screen with audio as well in Pro version. So all those features are there. More like customization options are there under like Pro version. So that all things are there. This is Test Case Studio. It is one of the highest rated recorder plugin, all 5-star in Chrome Store. More than 50,000 testers are already using it. Okay, yeah, any question? Let me just see if you guys have any question. You guys can get the download link here from on SelectorsHub website. This is Test Case Studio. For any browser, you can just get the download link, click on this, install, and how you can start it. Also, I will show you that. Let's say you have open any website. Suppose we are here. So what you have to do before you start your testing, you just have to click on this logo. It will open and that's it. You just have to click on the logo before you start. So now if you will perform any action, it will be keep recording. So you see that this way, simple. Before you start, you just have to click on the logo. And you guys can just follow the tutorial, which will be available here. Watch this before you start. So you will get all those things. Now let me just see if you guys have any question. Any question on Test Case Studio? And my only request to all of you that whichever company, wherever you are working, then please do share about these tools and products. All of them are free, so that like more people will get to know. And do present these in your company, because it is difficult for me to reach to each and every one and every place. So please do share about these tools like Testing Daily, Test Case Studio, Selectors Hub. It will help a lot people to save their time, and they will get to know about it. Aditi, like I shared, you guys please drop an email to support@selectorshub.com. They will help you, like those who are facing problem with the company email. So they will help you guys. They will give you the free trial. It generates code for programming language. Yes, it also generates the code for that as well. So I have created tutorial on this. Like let me just show you guys. So with the help of selector this test case studio, you guys can generate the very stable automation script code as well. Like you must have seen lots of codeless automation tool and all, but they doesn't like their selectors. They are very fragile. But the script which you will generate with the help of test case studio, you see that I have created already tutorial here. Generate super stable automation script from test case studio and execute it. And this is available in free version. So you guys please watch this, and you can see that I have created lots of tutorial about it. So it will help like automate shadow DOM and nested shadow DOM in less than 10 seconds. So all these things I will request all of you to please follow. You will learn lots of good things. Test Case Studio is not available for mobile native apps like Android and iOS. Yes, we do have plan to create this for mobile native apps as well. But yeah, let's see when we can get it done. Soon, maybe you will see in future. Okay. Next thing is also, like if you guys are working in companies, if you guys can refer these tools pro version in your company, that will be very, very helpful. And that's how, like with your support, we are able to provide all these free tools for the community, because you help us, so we are able to do that. Next thing is how do you guys generate the data, like test data, fake test data to test any application or functionality? So like let's say for an example on this practice page, we have to test this login functionality feature or this whatever this form we have to test. And we need thousands of email ID password combination with first name, last name, city, phone number, everything. So how do you guys get that data? Anyone? Kumar, SelectorsHub is not available for mobile as of now. Even test case studio is also not available. Okay, Kumar is saying Faker library. Yes. Sujata is saying create our own test data. Yes. So you see that most of us used to use the Faker library. Even when I used to work as a developer, that time I also used to use the Faker library. Creating own test data that might take a lot of time and very difficult to create thousands of user ID password combinations will take a lot of time. So here I have created an amazing utility because using the Faker libraries or everything, it's very, very difficult and complicated to maintain the code because not always you have that latest running code or framework in your hand and place. And for the senior people or those who are not from the coding background, not every tester is from the very good coding background. So that becomes very challenging to generate the code through using any faker libraries or any kind of library. For us, it is very easy if we get a UI web page where just in 2-3 clicks you can generate the data. So that autotest data does. You just have to simply open this application autotestdata.com, and here you will be able to generate the code just in 3 simple click. You will be able to generate the test data, fake test data, not code, fake test data. So you see here, suppose you need name, phone, email, currency, number range. In whatever format you need, you can select this. How many rows? Suppose 10 rows, click on generate, that's all. And it will generate the data. You see that data is generated. You can copy, you can regenerate or download it. Simple. Now, what all features it has? Suppose you need first name, you can select first name. You need phone number and it is giving in +1. Suppose you need +91 for India, for an example. Here it is generating email ID. It is generating random with random domain name. Suppose I just want for selectorsHub.com. So you can just pass your domain name here. Currency, suppose I want in INR in place of dollar, I can select this. I can put the range. I want the currency between 100 to 5,000. I want a password as well. I don't need number range. I can delete this. I want, let's say, email ID and password combination. I can select this password, click on add. Now it is here. So suppose I want to drag this beside email. I can drag this, and I also need the let's say date as well, or anything. Suppose anything like country I need. Okay, I will select this way. And now I need this much data in any format. Suppose I'm working with Cucumber framework. I want separated by. Click on this, separated by pipe. Click on generate. It will generate the data. Now the data is generated. So you see that name, phone number, email ID, and all the email are with @selectorsub.com. Here this. Uh, you can see the currency INR, you can see the country name. So this is how you can generate the fake test data just in few clicks. You can change the format, you can increase the number of rows, whatever number of rows you want, click on generate, and this is how you can generate the data just in very few clicks. You can customize everything here. Like let's say you want to say in place of first underscore name, you just want to say first name. That all things you can do. This will be your column name. So this all can be changed. You can delete, duplicate rows. You can create, make it like 2 rows email, official email, personal email, anything you can do. Again, all the tutorials and everything available for each and every tool on SelectorsHub YouTube channel. Here in the footer also you can find tutorial courses, more tools, donate, need help, any suggestion, everything you will find. And this is absolutely free. It's up to you if you want to donate or you want to do anything. So this is auto test data, guys. Any question on this? Nested cannot be generated, Kumar. It will be generating this simple JSON, like straightforward. Number of rows, number of data that you can select. Can we generate credit debit card for payment related testing? Yes, you can generate the credit card as well. Here you will see that credit card field is also there. So you can simply generate this in this format. Okay, yeah. Rest all, again, my request that please do explore all these tools. You might just give 5-10 minutes of time to explore these tools, but you will be going forward, you will be saving a lot of time from these. And you can see some of the very few logos where these tools are being used. They are pretty much being used everywhere out there in the industry. Very few logos we have put it here. And with that, thank you so much, guys. If you have any question, anything you wanted to ask, you can ask me. You guys can follow me, connect me on the different platform, LinkedIn or any platform you want to, you can connect. And my humble request, if you guys like these tools and this session, do share the feedback about it on social media, on LinkedIn or Twitter, Instagram, because many people, many times they don't join because these are the free webinars, free bootcamp. So when you host the free bootcamp, 2,000, 3,000 people will register, but then 40, 50 people will turn around just thinking that this is a free, but I'm sure like you guys got to know that how useful it is. So please do share your feedback, add the review for these tools, give 5-star rating. It will motivate me to create more tools and innovation. And soon we will launching more tool, more features very soon, because in June and July 1st, we used to celebrate we are going to celebrate fourth anniversary of SelectorsHub. So we are coming up with some really, really amazing things as well for you guys. And everything will be, yes, free. Yes, it will be free. Once again, thank you so much, guys, for joining in. And I will share the this video recording. This session recording I will upload on the SelectorsHub YouTube channel, so you guys can just watch it there. I will also send a email notification, and also this presentation link will be there on the YouTube channel description of this video recording. So if you guys want to present in your company or anywhere in the conference or meetup, you guys feel free to present it. And if anybody is in Bangalore, you guys, we can have a meetup as well. SelectorsHub meetup whenever you guys are free. If you are going passing by Whitefield, I used SelectorsHub offices here in Whitefield. So if you guys are nearby anywhere, feel free to drop in SelectorsHub office, and you guys can collect some cool logos and stickers and swag from me. With that, thank you so much, guys. Any question, feel free to put in. Now I will take your questions if you have any. Thank you, thank you. Okay. Sure, Sweta, we will try to do it in Brisbane as well. Any plan for AI related stuff? Webinar for QA community? Sure, we will plan that as well. Thank you, Monica. I will present this on my company. That's very helpful. Sure, Ekta will plan for Canada too. We are also planning for RTP Pune very soon. So if you guys are in Pune, anyone, do join us for the RTP meetup. Me, Naveen, and Mukesh will be there. So please do join in Pune. Soon we will do. Yes. Yeah, this year we will plan for Mumbai as well, Himanshu. All the download links and everything you will find on selectorsub.com, guys. If any tool, anything you guys missed, so please do get it from there. That's great, Sweta. If you will join, if you guys are there in Pune, do join. Okay, then